he was listening to people, or let me not say people, a friend, or somebody who was always talking to him and telling him what to do. And that friend of his was my friend before, and I guess I wasn't in the country. They will hang out and we're getting along as friends, and that was it.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jegede. Thank you very much for joining me today. How you are doing? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for all your lovely comments and interaction with me on this channel. And if it's your first time, ensure that you subscribe by hitting on the subscription button, which is the red button down there. And if you hit on the bell sign, you get notification whenever I do my videos, or whenever I do my live videos or post videos like this. Yeah, thank you. So today I want to share a story about Yvonne Jegede, who announced 2 days ago that her marriage to a bounce, who is also called Olakunle Fawole, has ended. Now, Yvonne Jegede is one of the Nollywood actresses that I really like. There's something about her that is just so natural, there's something about her that is just so authentic, so grounded. And you know, she's not like all these other Nollywood actresses that you see on social media. They're always involved in one scandal or the other, always, you know, posting stuff, sharing their whole life out there, and just, you know, she's just different. She stands out, and I really like her. Now, we know that she's been dating this guy, Abounce, for a very long time. For those of you who don't know, Abounce is the son of, you know, the legendary Nollywood actress, Buki Ajayi, who sadly passed away. I mean, that was an amazing woman. Her acting skills there, not be today, the kind of English, the British English in that woman's mouth. Oh, God. May her soul rest in peace. So, Abounce is her son. And those, like, Buki Ajayi was like first generation Nollywood. She was, you know, she did it all. So they've been dating. They said they've been dating for years and decided to get married. But incidentally, the marriage did not even last up to one year. And then there's been rumors of, you know, allegations of extramarital affairs, infidelity. And, you know, some people were even saying that the guy didn't post the picture of the child because he's not sure if it was the one that fathered the child. So all this while, I follow Yvonne on Instagram. She's not really said anything. She's not said anything, which is something I like about her. She's not a drama queen. She's just been very, you know, she's just kept to herself, not saying anything, not revealing anything. But people knew, and the news has been everywhere on social media. So she finally gave an interview. She gave an interview to Pulse TV where she was saying that, you know, things were good between them until they got pregnant. That, you know, they even had to go for treatment, a fertility treatment, before she got pregnant. And things were good, but like few months after she got pregnant, things just went south. The thing I like about this interview is that the fact that she didn't talk negatively about the man. It's very easy for you to go out there and just splash all nonsense when relationship break down. But you know, that's why I love Yvonne. She's so classic. She's someone that she's got so much, you know, self-worth and dignity that she's not talking trash. She still realizes that even though this relationship is over, he's the father of her child. And you know, she said something. She said, when it was good, it was good. And you know, the reason why I'm sharing it, I'm talking about it, is I want to highlight some issues about, you know, we talk about marriages a lot on this channel. Nollywood marriages don't seem to work. They don't seem to work. It's like, I don't know, maybe marriages these days don't seem to work, but this Nollywood one is just, it's happening so frequently now. The list goes on and on, starting from Funke Akindele was married, You know, under 1 year, the marriage was over. Tinto DK's one was a sensational one that 1 minute they were all over the place in love, and they were, you know, showing the whole world how much in love they were, and they had a child, and you know, before you know, marriage ended, and you know, a lot of things started coming out. Although I know Tonto is very dramatic, and you know, you can't compare her to Yvonne in terms of, you know, the way she carries herself, and you know, the things she puts out there on social media. And then you have men like Mike Ezuroye, also whose marriage crashed. Then you have even the older ones, people like Clara Chukura. Those ones have been married several times. Then you have people like Bookie Wright. Bookie Wright, I think, is on her 4th marriage now. You know, and you know, the list goes on and on. You have Eukaria, who sadly lost her son not too long ago, her only child. Her own marriage too did not work. Stella Damasos too, who was widowed from her first husband, married again. It didn't work. The marriage broke up, and then there was allegation that she stole she stole somebody else's husband, Doris Simeon. That she stole her husband, who she's with today now. Doris Simeon too was, you know, her own marriage. The list goes on and on and on. I don't know what is happening in Nollywood. Why are their marriages crashing so frequently? Mercy Aigbe's husband, that one beat her so much that it's God that saved her. He almost blinded that poor girl's eye, you know, from abuse. That her own marriage too has ended now. And she said something when she granted an interview after the marriage ended, that the reason why she stayed so long in that abusive marriage was because she didn't want to be one of those Nollywood actresses whose marriages don't last. Now let's talk about Yvonne, which is the main one I want to talk about today. She said that the minute she got married, and the minute they got married and she got pregnant, 3 months after, things went south. But interestingly, she was saying that there was a third person, there was a third wheel, who, you know, we've heard rumors on social media that that person is Bimbo Akintola. Bimbo Akintola is the person that, you know, people are accusing of, you know, being the third person in this marriage. She didn't mention her name. She just said there was a third person who my husband was listening to, and you know, everything she was listening to that person. But I know, we all know that it's Bimbo Akintola she's referring to. And interestingly, she was saying that I was the one that introduced her to my husband. So this issue of bringing in somebody, a friend, this kind of friend, to your marriage so never works. Ladies, if you're out there, I don't understand this relationship that men and women have relationship. A married man's best friend should be his wife, not another girl out there, not another woman out there. A single woman, for that matter, that is not married should not be your husband's best friend. So for that one, I don't know what Yvonne was thinking, bringing somebody to introduce to her husband who became her husband's best friend. And is this person that her husband was talking to? Wow. Anyway, we live, we learn. But I also like the fact that Yvonne really took a lot of responsibility. You know, sometimes when relationships end, women always say, oh, it's his fault. It's his fault. It's my husband's fault. It's the one that did this. It's the one that didn't do that. But she really took responsibility. She said,
mistakes. I cannot be perfect. I'm Yvonne. I'm not Angel Gabriel. I can't be perfect. I made loads of mistakes, uncountable billions of mistakes. That could have been overlooked or corrected. But here we are today. I've learned my lessons. I learned from the experience, and it will not happen again. Such mistakes won't happen again.
This is taking responsibility, which a lot of people don't do when their relationship end or when their marriages end. And you know, this is again shows the class that this Yvonne has class. The way she conducted herself throughout the interview, you can watch the interview, it's on Pulse TV. She never said anything negative about the guy. Even the fact that, you know, people were saying that, you know, he didn't post the child's picture because he didn't feel like he was the one that was the father. There was questions about the paternity. She just said he knows that he's the father. I mean, paternity is something that can easily be resolved these days. Thank God for DNA. All you have to do is just go and do a DNA test. If I were Yvonne, what I'll probably do is to go and do that DNA test. You know, get his hair sample or whatever that is needed to go and do that DNA sample and post it to the whole world. Because this is how they, you know, they dent people's image. They're trying to blacklist her. She was saying how, you know, people were trolling her on social media sending her messages on her DM saying, "No, we hear you cheated on your husband. That's why he didn't claim the child. I'm just asking for a neighbor." Because there's only two people that are in a relationship that really know what, you know, went on in their relationship. These two people have been very, very classic. They've been very, very decent about their whole breakup. Yeah, they never really gave any interview. The guy didn't post the child's picture, which made everybody speculate. There's something here that Yvonne said that they were not talking.
I think what prompted me to move out was I was in the house with him for almost 3 weeks. We weren't talking. We weren't speaking to each other. And I didn't have room to complain, because if I did, it would be your hormones, your hormones, your hormones. And from time, I've never been the type that knows how to keep malice. Because I can't be in the house with you. It's just two of us. And I want to say, do you see what this big head posted on Instagram? And I cannot say it to you. I'm not wired like that. So my husband was even more angry than I would be angry. And he was not helping things. And all of a sudden, it just felt like, boom, we're not talking. And then boom, a week going by, 2 weeks. And he started irritating me when my little friend of mine came over to stay for 2 weeks. And he would walk past me and say, "Oh, babe, I just bought stuff. Do you want to make stew for me? I'm going to the gym." And she was there for the first date, second, and she walks up and she's like, "Sis, why is he talking to me and he's not talking to you?" I'll be in the living room, I'll have my legs on the chair, I'm like, "Okay, make this stew for him." And I'll put my eyes on the TV. And initially I thought I could handle it, but I couldn't. So I just packed my stuff and I said, "Okay, you know what, I'm pregnant. I need somebody to take care of me." And I moved to my parents' house. And I said, "Okay," where they know how to take care of pregnant women, the pepper soup and, you know, all that comes with it. And that's how we found ourselves here.
I was reflecting on that. You are not talking. Only because you are not talking. And people move out because they are not talking for 3 weeks. And that's how the marriage ended, just like that. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's more to it. Maybe there were some underlying issues, because I don't know why a marriage will end because of malice. You know, I know some men keep malice. Some women cannot take malice. Like someone like me, kill me first before you keep malice with me. I don't like it as well. But some women can keep malice as well. They can keep malice for Africa. 6 months. For 6 months, they will not talk to you. How can two people be sleeping on the same bed and keeping malice? I don't understand. Me, I can't keep malice with anybody. I just can't. I can cut off people, but I cannot keep malice with my husband. That's not possible. Anyway, so what do you guys think is causing all these marriages, breakup everywhere? Is Bimbo Akintola, who is the alleged third wheel in this marriage, responsible for the marriage breakup? Don't forget that Bimbo Akintola is not married herself. So did she insert herself in this marriage to befriend this guy, so that this guy now, you know, got closer to her, even though Yvonne said they were not having an affair? What kind of friendship is that is now so, you know, so korikosu, that will now involve, you know, the wife feeling like she's the other person in the marriage? And now she left the husband's house, moved into her parents' house. So I don't know. If you guys know the answers, let's try and reason this thing together. Why Nollywood actors and actresses' marriages know they last? What do you think is the problem? Is it fame? Is it their celebrity status? Is it money? Or is it because they are going on different locations to go and shoot movies? Or maybe actors and actresses shouldn't be marrying each other again. They're just making a mockery out of marriage. That's the story of Yvonne Jegede there for you. Wishing her the very best of luck as she raises her child. I know that no woman wants to be a single mother. That's one thing I know. A lot of African women will work at their marriage to try and build their marriage to make sure that they stay married. But, you know, life happens, which is not what everybody wants, especially when a child is involved. Most people will not want that, but this is life. So leave your comment down below. What you think is responsible for all this frequent breakup? One day they are married, the next minute they are broken up. We don't tire for all these marriages break up. What did they happen? I beg you. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next one. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, hit on the red button down there. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next one. I love you. Mwah. Bye-bye.
Front town, them try to downgrade, bad man fi upgrade, then try to invade, bad man fi evade. They can't believe it, they love how I was speeding, they know I'm gon' kill it, and they know I'm gon' kill it. When they say